Okay, so I'm CammyG, and we're going to be doing the Bobcat perks this time. So now that I've done the typewriter, I'm just going to move through the guns that I have pretty much and do it that way. So yeah, if you've got this recently in the, the Birthday Llamas because you weren't able to get it in the Military Llamas, then you're probably wondering what the best perks are. Now, as you can see on mine, I went for an all damage build. Now, the reason I went for this over a crit build is just because I don't like crit builds. So, if you like crit builds, definitely go for a crit build on this, and I'll explain what that is in a second. But if you're like me and you prefer damage builds, then obviously for the first perk, you can see your choices are either to go with crit or a fire rate and reload speed. Now, the fire rate's already 10.8, so fire rate's not going to do you much good there. It's just going to make it much more accurate. Make you absolutely burn through your ammunition. And reload speed, I did try putting 1 reload speed on this build a while back, and honestly, when you're in higher level missions, you need the damage of the reload speed, so definitely don't put a reload speed on it. It's 3.3 seconds. It's not that bad. Like, just you can just build a wall and reload behind that. You don't get damaged or anything, so that's easy enough. Then headshot damage here, obviously. Your other options are crit perks, a normal damage, or a magazine size. Magazine size is already 50, you don't need a magazine size perk. And then it's between headshot damage or damage. I'm really good at getting headshots. The headshot damage is already higher than the normal damage, so by putting this, you increase the headshot damage more than you would increase the base damage. So that's why I went for that one. If you're not very good at getting headshots, probably just put damage. But I think if you're not good at getting headshots, you're probably better off going with a crit build anyway. And then I've got water. If you haven't seen the previous video, I said I've got water because I have enough short-range weapons to just get one of each element. I'm trying that out. I usually just go for all energy, but yeah, I've got water on that, fire on my typewriter, and I have a Founder's Revolt over here, which is nature. Now for the fourth perk, you have damage, crit damage, fire rate, and magazine size. I've already been over like mag size and fire rate, how they're just useless. Obviously this is a damage build, so no crit damage. And then on the last one, I went damage to slowed and snared targets. Now, a lot of you might want to go for damage to missed monsters, but as you can see, that's only 36% more, whereas this is 45% more. It kicks in after the first shot because it applies snared, and it applies to everything. That includes husks, husky husks, bees, lobbers, flingers, absolutely everything. So it's definitely better than missed monsters and bosses. Now, if you were doing the crit build, you'd want 1 crit rating, which, let's see, you'd probably want to put that on one of these two. Either one, it doesn't matter. So you'd have like a crit rating here, crit damage here. This one you'd have a crit damage, and then you'd keep damage to slowed and snared. You want to keep that one on. Obviously, there's no other crit perk on the last one here. You're already doing snared. You might as well do damage to snared, and then, whatever your choice of element is. So that's for the crit build, damage build. Unlike the typewriter, you can easily go full damage or full crit build. So, this one's a lot more robust in that sense. But like I said, there's not really one objectively better one, because even when you do full damage, it does massive damage. So, as well as the fact that it starts with a small crit chance of 10% and a small crit hit damage of 50%. So, again, it's up to you. If you like crit builds, make it crit. If you like damage builds, make it damage. But yeah, that's the Bobcat done. So hopefully you will now know what sort of build you're going to want to go for. And I hope you did find it useful. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.